Moving on to February Revolution in Petrograd. The layout of the city seemed to emphasize the divisions among the people in the society during that particular point of time. The workers' quarters and factories were located on the right banks of the river Neva, while the left bank was fashionable area with the Winter Palace, official buildings, including the palace where the Duma met. February 1917 was a time when workers were experiencing extreme food shortage in everywhere in the workers' quarters. Parliamentarians are wishing to preserve elected government were opposed the Tsar's desire to dissolve the Duma. Winters were very cold and there had been exceptional frost and heavy snow. Women led the way to strikes. This came to be called the International Women's Day. 22nd of February, a lockout took place in the factory on the right bank. No political parties was actively organizing the movement. This was the situation in February 1970. The fashionable quarters and official buildings were surrounded by workers. The government imposed curfew. Politicians spoke against the measures. Demonstrators dispersed by the evening. The cavalry and the police were asked to keep an eye on them. On Sunday, 25th of February, the government suspended the Duma. Politicians now got frustrated and angered and want to participate against the measures of the government with the public support. On 27th, police headquarters were ransacked. People started raising slogans against bread, wages, better hours, and democratic setup. An officer was shot at the barracks of the regiment, and 3 other regiments mutinied, voting to join the striking workers. Soldiers, the striking workers, had gathered to form a Soviet or a council in the same building as the Duma met, and this meeting is called as Petrograd Soviet. Tsar's abdication. Tsar followed the advice of the Soviet. The Soviet leaders, the Duma leaders, formed a provincial government to run the country. A delegation went to see Tsar with the military advisors and advised him to abdicate the throne. As there are no options left, he followed the advice and abdicated on 2nd of March. Russia's future would be decided by the Constituent Assembly based on universal adult franchise or suffrage election. Petrograd had led the February Revolution that brought down the monarchy in March 1970, popularly known as February Revolution of 1970. After February, what changes have occurred? Army officials, landowners, and industrialists grew very influential in the provincial government. There were restrictions on public associations and meetings during Tsar's rule, which were removed completely. Bolshevik Party renamed itself as the Communist Party. Lenin and the Bolsheviks had opposed the war since 1914. Vladimir Lenin, the leader of the Bolshevik group, returned to Russia from exile after 1905. In 1917, hearing to the news of abdication of Tsar from throne, he proposed April Thesis. He declared the war to be brought to a close, land to be transferred to the peasants, banks to be nationalized. People are initially surprised with his agendas. In the subsequent months, people's attitudes changed in favor to Bolsheviks party. What happened next? Government measures. Factory committees were formed, which began questioning the way industrialists ran their factories. Trade unions grew in number. Soldiers' committees were formed in the army. Workers resisted to run factories and began arresting leaders. Workers who resisted the running of factories on the guidelines given by the Lenins because they want sufficient working hours, reducing the working hours timing. They are being arrested. Government decided to take extreme steps looking at the growing popularity of Bolsheviks. They want to suppress the Bolsheviks movement. They want to suppress the worker leaders. There in the news in June that there were 500 Soviet groups were sent to represent all Russian Congress of Soviets, with which the government is very clear that the influence of Bolsheviks started to grow. The government's influence started to reduce. The government is run by Mensheviks. Joseph Kerensky is the prime minister of the provincial government. He understood that he has to take certain strong steps to control the growth of Bolsheviks' influence. Whenever we try to restrict something, it bounces back with huge energy. The same thing happened here also.